your tea, your water, your orange juice, whatever you drinking, and a little bit of me this morning. Because if you open up these two wonderful things on your face this morning, you've already started out with the blessing for today. And my prayer for you is that you continue on to receive blessings throughout the day, no matter how big or how small. But not only that, you're able to recognize some of those blessings so that you can be humble and grateful. So the universe will open up and pour out more blessings and you have room enough to receive. So great day, beautiful people. Great day. So it is Tuesday. What did you do yesterday? How did you take care of yourself? What went on? Did the week start out amazing? Mine started out a little wonky, but you know what? Today is a new day to get it right, so I'm okay with that. Um, yeah, okay. App manager. That's not what I want. Good day, good day, good day, beautiful. Everything act like it want to act stupid this morning, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep going. I get us a song this morning, cause yep, some mornings just like everything else, I'll be over it. I'll be like, oh yeah, um, yep. I think I'm gonna go with this. It's gonna be my energy today. Good day, Michelle. Are you guys back on the road again? Good day, gorgeous. My own vibe. Watering seeds from the tears that I cried. I'm making fans of my critics. Castles I built in my mind. Took some alone time. Put my phone on airplane mode. I'm flying so high. I got right with my psyche. I wake up like I don't chase I try universe is at my back. Let me must be my energy. I decided it's a fight. Everything I want, I have. Lucky must be my energy. I'm like a sleepwalker living my daydream. Don't wake me up from my life. Not scared of vampires. They can't suck me dry when I'm so damn alive. 2020, got perfect vision like visionary. God is my witness, yeah, luck is a lady and karma's a bitch on my side. I don't chase I try. Universe has got my back. Let me must be my energy. I decided it's so far. Everything I want, I have. Must be my energy. Hey. Must be my energy. Good day, good day, good day, beautiful people. Good day. Okay. She said we're on the borders of Kentucky and Tennessee. Okay. So, ooh, y'all really didn't get a chance to do nothing. Because what you got there Saturday and and you was out of there yesterday, yeah, y'all ain't really get a chance to do nothing. But maybe the road trip was the trip, and that's okay. No worries. Did you get a chance to see Alex at least? If not, again, no worries. um, People got business to take care of, and I know that her heart and her prayers are always with you guys. And so, even if whoever you didn't get a chance to see, shame on them because they should have hopped on it. And I'm sure you'll return back again soon. So, safe travels as you guys get on the road whenever you decide to get up and get out there kicking it again. Safe travels, and I at least be looking forward to hearing that you made it home. So, you guys, I got the affirmations for this morning. Today, we're gonna get us a spirit junkie card, and then we're gonna get us a card from the Guides of the Hidden Realm again. For some reason, I seem to be attracted to these ugly looking cards. I think I'll show them to y'all again. But look, they ain't all pretty. They look at the faces, they real funny looking, but I seem to be attracted to these cards for some reason, and I like them. So let's get it this morning. The first affirmation says, I feel glorious, dynamic energy. I am active and thrive and thrilled to be alive. I feel glorious, dynamic energy. I am active and thrilled to be alive. I am. I'm just showing you the picture of the owl with its wings spread. Look how, ooh, that's a wing spread for you. But definitely, I am. I am excited to be here today. Okay. Okay. Well, nonetheless. Oh, y'all got there Sunday. Woohoo. Oh, okay. And y'all turn around and right back on the road. I love my life. My life is glorious. I feel glorious. I feel dynamic, and I am active, and I'm thrilled to be alive every morning that I wake up. I am thrilled to be here, no matter what it feels like, no matter if my body aching, no matter if something happened yesterday, no matter if the weather is a little wonky. I am always grateful for the wake up. So that is my routine. I'm grateful just to wake up. And then anything that happens throughout the day, I just deal with it accordingly and I keep moving. I'm active and I'm thrilled about my life. And I hope that you guys are too. The second affirmation says, there is a mountain on earth that would shrink its magnificence simply because it's told it's too grand. Wow. I know y'all didn't. It's okay. She said, I feel like we done been in more hotels. I understand. It says, there isn't a mountain on earth that would shrink its magnificence simply because it's told it's too grand. Did you hear that? There is not a mountain on this earth that will shrink down just because it's told that it's too much, that it's too big, that it's too grand, too. There is no mountain that will shrink, nor a flower that would rearrange its petals to suit a garden. Why then would you shape your essence to meet someone else's standards? Good day, cousin Nikki. Good day, beautiful. There isn't a mountain that would change what it is for anything in this world. There isn't a flower that will rearrange its petals for any garden. So, why would you change the person that you are in order to fit somebody else's standards? Are you not secure in the person that you are? Why would you change who you are? You are absolutely amazing. You are beautiful. You are kind. You are everything that you need to be. But sometimes we just don't see that in ourselves. And I know sometimes we mimic our parents and our grandparents or whatever, but those are the people that help shape this life. And I get that. But they say, hey, Why would you dummy yourself down for somebody else? Why would you not be the bright shining star that you are? Why would you dim your light because somebody else want to be seen? That's not what we do. You are important. And so let's get it this morning. I had a day yesterday, you guys. And even with having a day, you guys, let me tell you something. I was able to use all of these little things. And it's funny because I kept it. I kept this. The little 5 things. I was able to use all of those things yesterday. Starting my day out with a routine, cultivating a gratitude mindset, practicing emotional release techniques. That's funny because I had something happen to me yesterday, you guys, that I definitely had to practice some emotional release techniques because even though everything shouted to do one thing, I engaged in conscious breathing. So I stopped. I breathed for a couple of seconds and got myself together, and then I was able to move forward. Um, and so I'm grateful. Like I said, when I tell you I hold on to certain stuff, I hold on to it because it's important to me to to raise my vibration, to know that everything is not going to be perfect, and I understand that because it's not. But to be able to deal with the things that come along in the day to day life, and I'm grateful for that. I just want to say that I'm grateful for that. Let's get it. So I know it took me a minute to read this, you guys, and they don't even say much. You see that? I told you guys as I'm running my mouth, as I'm talking mess, as I'm sitting up here, I manifest my words immediately. Like if y'all don't ever see it, I manifest this stuff immediately. It says, I am a light worker in disguise. Well, I'm not, but I'm not in disguise. It says, I don't have to talk about it. I can just be it. And so we talked about this about just showing up. And when people see the beauty in you and they see the light that's inside of you, some people just I I'm just attracted to that. I like that. I want to see that. I like her smile. I like the way she talks. I like her voice. Or whatever the case may be. You don't have to talk about who you are. Because let me tell you something. You're gonna show up every time even when you are in disguise, because what happens is that the disguise don't last long. Like when you put that makeup on your face and eventually that shit got to come off. Even with life, you can only pretend so long. And so with that being said, I am not in a disguise. I am walking in myself. I am a light worker. I am here to heal not just you guys, but myself. I am walking on purpose and I am ecstatic about that. Grateful for the chance to just talk about it because I'm doing this thing. I'm going to keep walking in this thing because it ain't about nobody else but me. And I'm grateful for that. So I'm going to keep going. And my throat is a little scratchy, you guys. I am not trying to be funny, but the weather is changing down here. We get 70 degrees in during the daytime, but at night it's dropping down to the 30s and 40s. So by the time I do the live here, you guys, in the garage, it's maybe 40ish, sometime 50ish or whatever, but it's definitely a little cool down here in Texas. It's not what it usually be because it usually be cold. Like usually we have on jackets and stuff. So I'm not complaining about the weather. I'm just saying that I may have something going on because of the weather change. So I am going to deal with this particular thing because I need to. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to have an itchy, scratchy throat. I don't want anybody else to get sick. I don't want to get the grandbaby sick. And I have to take her all the way to Houston next week to a doctor's appointment. So we don't need none of those problems. And let's get it this morning. holding space for love. Maybe I need this reminder this morning, you guys. Holding space for love, you guys. Look at it. And before I even stopped, you guys, before I even stopped shuffling the cards, my brain said red. That was it. I didn't know what the card was gonna be, but my brain said red, and I was like, red what? And then I stopped, and this is what I got: holding space. Ah, we love you too, cousin Nikki. Good day, beautiful. Good day. Holding space for love. It says non-judgment, discernment, self-acceptance. Non-judgment, discernment, and self-acceptance. Wow. Let's go in with it today. I like that. And I don't know if you guys see, I'm showing you the card. You see it? You see the crown. You see the spot in the third eye. All of the and these aren't beautiful cards, but they're beautiful. Like they are absolutely amazing. I love these cards. It says being present with an open heart, heart-centered, non-judgment, discernment, self-acceptance, and hey, listening. It says you may be having an experience meant to teach you a lesson that you thought you'd already learned. You may be having an experience that's meant to teach you a lesson that you thought you already learned. It's causing you to feel like you're retracting your steps, but you are truly progressing, moving forward like a dancer on a spiral staircase. And this is so funny because remember, you guys, I just started this online business over, and it says you may have an experience meant to teach you a lesson that you thought you already learned, and then some of the things look familiar again, and I started to get into this space, and they say, it looked like you retracting your steps, but you're not beautiful. You moving full speed ahead. It's okay because it had to look the same in some sense. See, I had to remember that too. That even the sight, it has to look the same in some sense because you've already done this before. It says, along the way, you learn how to love and accept yourself, and then are better able to hold space for others. Along the way, you have learned how to love and accept yourself just as you are, and then are better able to hold space for other people. It says now you're being asked to observe a person or a situation with an open, loving heart, releasing the need to judge or fix it. Holy crap. I just had an epiphany. It says, now you are being asked to observe a situation with an open, loving heart, releasing the need to judge and the need to fix. So you are just an observer in this situation. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You are just paying attention to what's going on. It says it's more important now to understand them than for you to express your perspective. Woo, did you hear that? That was I got to go back and tell you that again. It is more important now to understand the person, the situation, what's going on. It is more important that you understand that than for you to express your perspective. Because don't nobody care about your perspective all the time. And somebody, it's not for you to fix it. It's not for you to judge it. It is just for you to observe. So they said, pay attention Don't give them your perspective. Don't tell them where they need to fix it at. Don't tell them how they need to fix it. Just pay attention. Can you slow down and listen deeply with your heart rather than your head? It says, drop the lenses of the past and see through compassionate eyes. Drop the lenses. And that can be hard to do. It can be crazy, right, Granny? It is. Sometimes it's hard to know that somebody needs some assistance and to sit and watch, especially when it's loved ones, because we want to give them all our perspective. We want to give them all of the things that we have inside of us. But sometimes even giving them that ain't enough. So they say, hey, sometimes we got to pay attention and just watch. And I know that we don't want to see the outcome, or we may think that we know what the outcome may be, but maybe in this situation, they might just wow our ass because they might change and do something different. But if we keep trying to navigate it for them, then how is that going to work out? Because they didn't do it, we navigated them through it. So, what lesson did they learn? It says, drop the lenses of the past and see through compassionate eyes. Listen between the lines to what's not being said in words, but what may be expressed in a more subtle way. Allow things to be as they are and still be willing to move forward to explore and learn and let curiosity lead the way. You're in a beautiful place right now. So love the imperfections you're gifted with. It will set you free. Learn to love the imperfections that you are gifted with. It will set you free. You don't have to be like everybody else. You, it's so funny because sometimes I watch channels and I'll be like, hey, maybe I shouldn't. And they say, hey, that ain't got nothing to do with you. That's not how you do things. Sometimes I wish I could articulate things a little different. They say that ain't you. Quit trying to do stuff that ain't you, and you know that's not how you navigate. Because that's where you start having a hard time. Because I'm trying to be somebody else that I'm not. You understand? And so they say, hey, just keep being your authentic self, Teresa. Just keep showing up the way that you are, Teresa. It's gonna be okay. Teresa, the people that need to find you, they will find you. It will be absolutely amazing. You don't have to search. You don't have to chase. You attract. And so, being my authentic self, I shall attract the things that I need, the things that I want, the people that need me, and the people that I need as well. And so it says perhaps that you've closed yourself off and fallen prey. Mm. It said perhaps that you've closed yourself off and fallen prey. Lack of empathy or even hostility in your less than finer moments. It's mostly because you're afraid of being hurt and disappointed. So sometimes they said that sometimes you show up and we be mad. And the funny thing is that I was really hard on myself yesterday. I went to pick Maddie up from school. She had something going on. I picked her up about 11:30 yesterday, and nobody knows what I had going on when I got to that school. But please believe that it probably wasn't the finest moment, but it was a moment. And nothing I can do about it. I can't change it. But baby, this mouth sometimes is not always on point. I'm not always impeccable with my work. Yes, I am. Because yeah, I said some cuss words yesterday when I got to that school. And nonetheless, as if they ain't had it. The funny thing is that the look on adults' face when you cuss where they feel like you ain't supposed to cuss at, like if you cuss inside of a church, they feel like that's a sacred building, like you ain't supposed to cuss in there. But it's funny, the kids cuss all day. I'm in the middle school, just know that. And them teachers be in there. Anyways, And so it wasn't my finest hour yesterday, but I got home and I started to rethink the thing and I started to get a little frustrated with myself. And they said, hold up, Jim Shoe, ain't that you? Ain't that how you talk? How you gonna get mad because you talk just like that? And I was like, dang, oh wow. They said, who being fake now? I was like, okay, I'm figuring it out, you guys. I'm okay with being me. And sometimes I have a hard time because what we've been told to be in these certain situations, you ain't supposed to act a certain way or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna continue to act like T because that's all I know how to be. And so I'm grateful for that. It says your history has given you enough consistent evidence that gives you a plethora of reasons that you should not trust. You have believed this for so long. This familiar story is etched into your expectations. And it's all you notice in the outer world is that you're not supposed to trust other people because people will let you down. Because guess what? They'll do mean, fictitious shit to you. Because what? Things change. And so you've been let down so many times that we don't know how to trust. And sometimes we don't even know how to trust us. It says you are in one of those moments where your heart wants to be open, even if it must be pried open. Have courage. Allow others to show themselves before jumping to conclusions. Let the situation reveal itself before you say no. You'll be glad that you did. It says sometimes allow people to show you who they are before you jump to conclusions. Because just because I might have been, and I'm gonna speak on myself, just because I might have been an asshole to somebody else, don't pick up the energy in which I gave them. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna be an asshole to you. Doesn't mean that I have the same energy towards you because sometimes you don't know what that asshole did to me. So don't judge me off of what other people say. Don't judge me off of what other people know. Judge me off of how I treat you or what I do to you. And a lot of times we hear about other people and they shenanigans and we automatically are judgmental. I ain't dealing with that. I ain't going over there. I don't want to be bothered with that. But have you ever, and I'm just gonna say this, you started a new school and they talk so much mess about a student and this, and you messed around and became best friends with that student. They wasn't nothing like what everybody else was saying they was like. They probably was like that with them, but they may not be like that with you. And so the thing is that allow each person to show up as their authentic self. Stop being so judgmental on stuff that sometimes we don't even know nothing about. We just hearing stuff. We don't know if it's true, but we judging people off of that stuff too. You know? You don't want people judging you off of the stuff that people tell about you. You understand? Because if somebody came and had a conversation with one of you people on the line right now and maybe told you how I was 10, 12, 20 years ago and told you the kind of person that I was, maybe you might not start to like me anymore either. Maybe you'd be like, oh, and Miss Goody Two Shoes. But that's not it. Because I'm not Goody Two Shoes now. The thing is that I was her. And I'm not going to ever deny the person that I was. I was her. I was mean, probably. I was whatever the hell people think that I was. But over the years, I've evolved and I've changed, and things have changed for me. And so, if they live back at that old address, then that's what they see is that old T. I'm new. I'm different. I'm me. I've turned many pages and opened many doors. We see what we want to see, even in people. And so, therefore, I'm grateful for the person that I am. I'm grateful for the things that I've learned. I'm grateful for being able to enhance my life. I'm grateful to still be here. And the people that are still around with no judgment. Because they know that, guess what? We are all perfectly imperfect for one another. And I'm grateful for that. And so, with that being said, you guys, it is Tuesday. It's a terrific day to be here. You are alive. Things are well. You are doing great. You are perfectly imperfect for you and everybody around you. You are peace. You are kind. You are joy. You are understood. And I love you right where you are. I'm not perfect. And I don't display to be, and I hope that you don't think that I am. I have flaws and all. I just walk in what I got. And I love who I am. And I'm encouraging you to do the same thing. And so, with that being said, it is a terrific day. Let's get out here and get our hump on and do our thing, go to work, be great, because you already are. I love you right where you are, no matter what you're going through. I love you. I love you too, Crazy Rock Granny, and thank you so very much for just being the gentle soul that you are. Cousin Nikki, Alex, Michelle, Phoenix, Toy, Wanda, Darnell, Razia. I am sending out positive energy and love, respect, and honor. Have a great day. I love you guys so much.